13 years, I used and abused pornography. The same time the internet became a thing, I was also in the evangelical church in the purity movement, which taught me that sex was bad, that it was a dirty word, that I should be secretive and silent. All the while, I was using pornography. And that was teaching me other things about sexuality that were toxic. That's what I'm going to talk about today. What we develop is called a pornographic style of relating, or PSR for short. So what is PSR? PSR is what I call pornographic style of relating, is when porn becomes the majority teacher or the guide in your sexual development. If the church is silent, what fills the gap? And sadly for me, it was porn. So it taught me a few things, 6 different things that we as a church have to engage rather than just porn bad. We have to have a much fuller conversation. So number 1, porn taught me to control, right? When you're the only one involved with an image, a video, no one else to satisfy, you become a control freak, right? You no longer share in intimacy. It creates a selfishness. Number two, it creates an objectification of women. Thousands upon thousands of images become seared into our brain and we become desensitized, right? They become dehumanized. When they no longer serve the purpose, they're cheaply discarded. Objectification is a huge factor that goes against the opposite of healthy sexuality, which is to honor the image bearer of God and the other. Number 3 of a PSR is that of speed. The rapid pace of relationships come to resemble the quick intensity around pornography. The thrill of not getting exposed, the urgency of consumption. Speed is the opposite of healthy relationships, right? Gradual growth. Slow. We don't fall into love, we grow into love. And porn teaches us about speed. The 4th category of a pornographic style of relating is hunger. Porn taught me how to devour, how to become a consumer of women. Rather than honoring beauty, the crown of God's creation, I became a consumer who stole. We have to learn healthy relationships are about delighting in the other. Number 5, porn teaches us isolation. Behind closed doors, our sexuality remains hidden even from ourselves. It almost becomes this sacred space where we're scared to let someone else in, where healthy sexuality is about communion, about relationship, shared togetherness, not isolation. And finally, the last category of a pornographic style of relating is fantasy over reality. Porn taught me that fantasy is about escape from what is real, what is true, where healthy relationships live in truth. Live in truth. God is truth. The more we live in truth, the more we experience God. And fantasy teaches us the exact opposite, how to run from what is real. So that is my hope for you all. Whether you yourself struggle with pornography or those you are leading to freedom, we have to engage pornography in a much deeper, more fuller way. This is an epidemic in the church, and it has to be addressed. Silence no more. Thank you.